Hello, you all beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Radko Tarot. It's Rad. And in this whole video, we're going to look into Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and as well Leo Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading March 1st up until March 7th, 2021. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being said aside, moving to the Leo reading of the week, the first card that we do have, that is going to be the Star card, followed by the Strength card. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Devil card. Oh my God, all of the majors are gonna pop up, eh? So we do have the Devil card. Moving next, we have the Fool card. Wow. And the final one that we do have for you guys, that is going to be the Three of Cups. Those four cards. And I would need a few seconds here. So hold on. It's kind of like, I can't say that really is intense, because that the thing that we do have many majors into the spread doesn't mean that the period is going to be very intense. It means that the period is going to be meaningful, faithful, is going to be important, and important indeed is going to be for you, Leo. So just give me a second here. So we do start here with the Star card, right off the back. And that pretty much means that as you do enter into this week, the difficult times that you may be going through, straight away chaotic times, in chaotic endeavors, the problems within situations, they simply are going to stop existing, because that's what the Star card is all about. It pretty much, if not anything else, it puts an end of a period or an era of a turmoil, chaos, upheaval, and destruction as well. Now, the thing with the Star card, it is that it has a very long development and unfoldment. It isn't something that it is happening overnight, but it's a long-term prospect. Pretty much the card points that at the start of the week, you're going to have something in the distant future to look forward to. And that's why when you do have the Star card, especially, it's very true for people that are finding themselves in a really, really difficult spot, thinking that there is no reason for them to move forward, there is no point going forward. The Star card manifests itself as either all of a sudden, slowly, progressively, the life starts worth living again. It's because you do have something in the distant future now to look forward to. And it starts manifesting from this week, but it starts from embers, it starts from remnants, and then it builds itself up as the time progresses. Now, the thing is that this, whatever it is for you that you get to look forward to in the distant future, it will be completely reciprocal and corresponding to your standards, to your criteria, to your ideals, was the word that I was searching for. And that itself is going to make you feel very accomplished. It is going to make you feel very worthwhile as well. Another thing could be a pretty good, for example, just giving you an examples here, that thing could be, for example, a job that you are just about to start. Yeah, you're going to start from an errand boy, let's say, but at the end you may end up into the CEO office. Okay, so it's a thing that has a long-term development and unfoldment, and it starts from a small, rather like a petite and small point, if I could say it that way. Now, important with the Star card is that you do face the future open. What I mean is that you shouldn't have any not prerequisites, but rather presumptions, okay, of either obstacles or blessings that you may capitalize throughout the path, but instead keep up to your ideals and to your standards. Another thing that this card could develop with, it is introduction with a person, especially if you are starving for love. That something starts to develop in between you two, and it happens to be an unfolding love, but it will unfold with the future. It isn't going to be a love from a first sight. First is going to be an excitement, attachment, dating, and so on and so forth. The point with the star card, guys, it is that the difficult times, at least for now, are pretty much over. And right after this, how can I put it into words? Light experience, or rather like an experience that's a very heavy predicaments are no longer relevant to your life, and now you do have something to look forward to. We do have the strength card there, and the strength is about the sheer enthusiasm you're going to have in order to chase that thing which is which is lingering into the distant future for you. Now at that point, because the star card is very singular in a sense of that it affects you and nobody else, you are to be questioned a lot, okay? Why do you want to do that thing? And I mean, you're going to be questioned a lot, say from your colleagues, say from your friends as well, say from your family, and so on and so forth. And it's just at some point, if you do start explaining yourself constantly, why do you want to do it? Why do you want to find yourself there, and etc., etc., you may start feeling a sense of guilt. And that is the thing with the strength card, that you should not feel yourself obliged or entitled to explain yourself constantly. You want something because you find it that's the best for you, and you go for it. It's as simple as that. But the strength also holds a pretty positive expression for you, Leo. And now that I think of the strength represents Leo itself, the strength it is when you do know how to address things. Okay, sometimes you may find yourself killing aggression with kindness. Sometimes you may find yourself being very aggressive to indifferent behavior, or to a slowly developing situation as well. That is throughout the week. That is, but whatever approach you do decide to take, it is going to be dictated by your enthusiasm and by your passion, and at least for this week is going to be the correct approach, so you can stir your situations. And right after you do have, the thing that you are to look forward to and find the correct approach toward it, the devil manifests for you. And when the devil manifests, that is the sense of power that you are going to have. I mean, the devil is one of the most amazing cards in tarot, contrary to many, how can I say, perceptions of it. Because the devil, it's very neutral force, okay? You can use the power of the devil to create, you can use the power of the devil to destroy. It is entirely up to you, but at that point, the devil urges you to identify where does your hunger lie, what you are starving for. Are you starving for a good job? Are you starving for love? Are you starving for money? What is your starvation? And what is your hungers in general, which are insatiable? Because you're going to find yourself throughout this week with the devil card having the power to satiate those hungers. And that's why it's very important not to feel yourself entitled to explain yourself constantly to somebody, because now it's pretty much your how can I say, your life is, I don't want to say it that way, your life is on the line, all right? It's more like your life is on the line, in the sense of that now you're working for it. Now it is the time where you're making it exponentially better than before, but it's not like your life is in danger. Okay, your life is not in danger. It is on the verge of being transcended into something much better. That is, once again, if you do capitalize on the power of the devil. What is the power of the devil? To force your own circumstances. Okay, you force the circumstances you need in order to start chasing that thing which is lingering into the distant future for you. And it's just the tarot advises you that you need to use that power. Now the thing is, though, that you need to use that power that suits best yourself without interfering into the life of others. And I'm saying that because people get intoxicated by power. They see that whenever they say go, and they start influencing other people's lives, and that's not a good thing. Okay, this is the way how the devil manifests itself, with the most negative light. But if you do use the power to force your own circumstances, you disregard the circumstances of others, you are going to find a way how to satiate your hungers without interfering with anybody else's life. And at the end, you pretty much are going to be again satiated. And right after the realization of the power you have to force your own circumstances, we do have the Fool card. So new beginning, people say about the Fool, and to a certain extent that's true. The Fool, and I'm explaining that into my tarot classes why that is the case, but the Fool is the moment just before the beginning. The Fool is the moment where you do have the idea, and it's important that you do shape that idea to its outer limits. The Fool, it is where you will need to address the matter, all right, that thing which is lingers into the distant future for you. With a carefree spirit. You need to be spontaneous about it, all right? And you need to transfer it in a sense of that it needs to become the art and the muse of your life. Now, at that stage with the Fool card, and that is probably towards the end of the week, these tensions that may have happened in between you and your colleagues, friends, family, you name it, that wanted your explanation, but you didn't felt entitled or obliged to give it, and that kind of like created a tension and pressure in between you two. It's going to start vaporizing. The tension and the pressure is going to start vaporizing at that point, and people are just going to be spontaneous with one another. People are just going to have fun, have a good time with one another, disregarding the how can I say, the previous arguments and the previous points of a tension, one more time to say. Now, important thing at that point for you, and personally for you, Leo, is not to concern yourself with how can I say, how you are gonna get there. For that a week at least, your passion and your enthusiasm is going to carve the way. The next week, something else. But for now, you do have the recipe, you do have the pattern. And you just have to follow that recipe and that pattern. In other words, follow your passion and follow your enthusiasm without concerning yourself, what could go wrong, or what you should do if anything to happen. At that point, as everybody says about the Fool, you just have to take the leap of faith. And at the end of the week here, we do have the Three of Cups, and a couple of things happens at the end of the week. First thing that happens, that is the most important thing for you at that point, it is that the very first results of your strive that you are to initiate at the start of the week here are going to start manifesting, and that is going to prove to you, or you're going to prove to yourself at that point, that you are on the right track with that fulcrum, I would name it, which is lingering for you into the distant future. Another thing that is going to happen here with the Three of Cups, it is that those that you had a tension with because you haven't explained yourself about, your strive, they are going to see it for themselves in a sense of that they're going to see how happy you are. They're going to see as well how enthusiastic you are, and they're going to see that they were wrong doubting you what you want. And thus here we do have a fusion of a vision. Your vision or their vision for you is going to fuse with yours, and everybody will have the same vision about the same thing, and that will allow you to have more how can I say, more free, probably I should use the word, more a free and with lack of obstacles, a emotional flow. You will get to have a better time, for example, with your friends. You're gonna get also a better collaboration with your co-workers. You're gonna have more happier time as well with your partner in life, should you have one, and as well more understanding from your family also. But the best about that card is, like I say, it is that you are going to see the very first results of your drive, and that will be a confirmation that you are on the right track. So that being said, Leo, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. February, oh my God, March 1st to March 7th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.